Hello there, Sam here with Kaira Light, and in this video, guys, we're going to be looking at the functionality of the saber. How does it work? How do the buttons work? And how do you activate your Kaira Light? And what are its different tips and tricks that we have for you? It's going to be a great video. So to kick things off, you'll notice that every Kaira Light comes with 3 different buttons. Well, basically 2 buttons and a charging port. You have our power button, our AUX button, and then our charging port. I'll use power button and AUX going forward. I'll also point to them so it's pretty clear. Now, to get started, all you have to do is turn on your Kaira Light. Once it's charged and ready to go, and out of the box, it should be relatively charged, so you should be able to go right away. If not, go ahead and plug it in, give it a minute, and it should be charged enough for you to use it. So, just go ahead and click the power button. It's just a quick press. You don't want to hold it down. Holding it down won't turn it on. You just want a quick press, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So just quick press. You'll notice that our first sound font here, this is our light side sound font. Now, you're going to hear a hum in the background, of course, that the saber's on, but it's also tied to what's called smooth swing. So every V5 Kaira Light has smooth swing as a standard, and it's not just regular smooth swing, it's dynamic smooth swing, meaning that it senses the motion of the saber and its position and changes the hum font and the swing fonts accordingly, as follows. So, it also has flash on clash built in. Very responsive flash on clash. Now, with a single press, again, a single quick press of the power button, you activate the blaster deflection capability. So, you'll see the blade lights up, and you get the sound font going. Just a quick press of that power button. There we go. Now, if you want to activate lockup, all you have to do is hold down the AUX button. And that causes the colors to flash and the sound font to change like you're locking up 2 sabers. Every Kaira Light has 17 colors built in, so you activate color change mode by simply triple pressing the power button. So triple press, and you're going to hear a small sound that will indicate that you're in color change mode. That beep 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 means that it's in color change mode. And all you do is rotate the Kaira Light like a throttle on a motorcycle, and you'll start to see the color wheel activate, changing color. Like I said, 17 colors built in. It will stop at red. A quick press of the power button turns you back off of color change mode, so you're now locked into a red, and it won't change if you move it. Same flash on clash. Last thing we have while the saber is on is a button lock mode. For those of you who like to spar or are really into really serious combat and you don't want to be touching the buttons while you're moving, simply triple press the AUX button, and that will activate your button lock mode. So you hear a small sound that indicates you're in button lock mode, meaning that none of the buttons will work. None of the blaster, the lockup doesn't work, nothing. To exit button lock mode, all you need to do is triple click the AUX button. Hear that again, and you'll know you're out of button lock mode when you can now use the saber once again. Okay, to turn the saber off, all I do is hold down the power button for 3 seconds. Now the saber's off. Now, while the saber is off, it's got other features, but we're going to look at 2 additional sound fonts and their feature sets as well. To change sound font or sound profile, all you have to do is single press while the saber is off the AUX button. So a single press. You'll hear the introductory sound for that font. That's the dark side font. Now we quick press the power button to turn it on. Now our dark side font has more of a raspy kind of dark side feel to it. It also has a strobing effect on the blade, on the color, so you'll know that you're in the dark side font. And as it moves, it strobes dynamically as well, so it senses the movement of the saber and strobes, so it's more unstable. We love that. Again, you've got your quick pressing the power button gives you the blaster deflect effect, and then holding down your button here, your AUX button gives you the lockup, and then you still got the same color change mode. Now we hold down the power button to turn that off. We'll show you the last font, which is our dark saber font. Simply a quick press of your AUX button brings us into dark saber font mode. You hear that? Turn it on. This is a default white color, and also it's strobing to be a bit unstable like the dark saber. And again, you got your color change mode, blaster effects, lockup, all of that on board. Every sound font has exactly the same feature set, just with different sounds associated with them, right? Again, it also has smooth swing. All right. Now, when the saber is turned off, there are several other features you have access to. One of which is the, you can control the sound. So you have a 175, 50, 25, and mute you can put it into. All you have to do is hold down the power button, and at the same time, quick press the AUX button, and you'll hear the saber announce the sound level it's at. So I hold that down.
75%.
Now it's at 75% sound, slightly quieter. It'll go down, descending to 50, 25, and then mute. Now mute does not announce itself, it's muted. So you'll have to click it once to put it in mute, and then again to bring it into 100%. 100%, it rotates back to the top, so you'll hear it go back to 100. I'll show you what that looks like. So
50%.
There's 50.
25%.
There's 25. Now we're going to go into mute. You won't hear anything. Now we're in mute mode, and then when we circle back up to 100%,
100%.
there you go. Now it also has a battery indicator. So if you hold down the AUX button for 5 seconds, you will hear a battery indicator. So let me hold that down for you.
43%.
So you have 43% battery. Great. You can check that anytime. The last piece we have here is a low power mode. And low power mode is specifically for those who would either, one, like to elongate the battery, like extend the battery life, or two, have a V4, V3, V2, or V1 Kyber light and are trying to use a V5 board. Your V4 and below only has a 5-watt LED, so you need to basically downstroke or power down your saber a little bit so that your LED can handle the output. If not, the board is going to try to push 10 watts through your 5-watt and it will burn it out faster. So the way you go into low power mode is while the saber is off, you click 5 times very fast the AUX button, and you're going to hear a chime that's going to tell you that it's gone into low power mode. So now you notice the chime went down. That means it's in 5-watt mode or low power mode. You'll notice if you turn on the saber a marked difference in the output of the LED, so it's less bright. However, for those of you again with a previous generation Kyber light, that's going to save you your 5-watt LED. Now to exit low power mode, all you do is again 5 times fast on the AUX button, those 5 clicks, and then you'll hear the chime go back up. So, and I'm back in full power mode or 10-watt output. All right, guys, one other thing that the Kyber light can do is it can now charge while it's on. So if I plug in my saber, it's charging now, but it can also be turned on. Still works 100%. But it's actually fully charging right now. So it's charging the battery, it's also on. You'll have 100% battery here in about an hour and a half. Got a little proto saber action on, you know what I'm saying? But for those of you who like to hang it on the wall, you could put it in mute, turn on the saber, pick your color, plug it in, and you've got a lamp. Just keep in mind though, if you're gonna keep it on the wall, it's gonna burn out your LED faster. So I recommend putting it in low power mode if you're gonna turn it into a lamp. Put it in 5-watt mode, put it on the wall, you won't even notice the difference after a day or so, and you'll save your LED a lot of grief.